What's up, everybody? It has been a long time. I have been working a ton, 73 hours a week, but I am back to having weekends off, so I'm going to start trying to do a video either on Saturday or Sunday. Been buying a ton of comics. My to-read box are getting crazy. I'm never going to get caught up. Never. I have been reading DC. Absolutely loving the new Batman book right now. I just love the way it's written, loving the art. I think it's amazing. I think this is the best time to be a Batman fan. Batman and Robin is still really good. Detective Comics is really good. Batman is really good. The only thing that has been really bad is that Hush. I don't think we've even gotten the last issue yet. I'm excited for that just to see how bad it's going to get. But the indies are still killing it. I'm loving the independent scene right now. I will make a wild statement that this is the best era of writers the comic book world has ever seen. I think a lot of that is because of all the different routes comic book writers can go right now, and they can be creative. They're not forced to do something with Marvel or DC and stick to their storylines. Let's see, Arcadia is amazing. That's an independent book. Exquisite Corpses is still fantastic. What else did we read? Oh, all the Ghost Machine stuff is amazing. I did buy all the Ghost Machine books. With my new job, I'm making a lot more money, so I get to really be irresponsible and irrational and show that I have no self-control. Let's see. Today we're just going to open up. I've got a massive haul here from eBay and other online avenues for comics. I really don't remember everything I've bought, so I thought maybe we could open these and just kind of talk about what's been going on. Like I said, I got my new job. I've been there now for 3 or 4 months. Absolutely loving it. It's a lot of work. I have gotten comments saying, like, I hope things get better, because I kind of have posted a few times that I'm having to work a lot and miss talking to you guys. But yeah, things are awesome. I really love my job. I wake up sore and tired sometimes, but I love what I do. I have so much fun working in the construction field. But other than that, I'm also getting ready to take my test to become an electrician apprentice. Very excited about that. I'm very nervous, though, because I have not done math in so long. And even when I was in high school, I really didn't go to school. I graduated with a 1.6. I skipped a lot. I conned my way into taking, it's not PC, but I conned myself into getting into retarded math classes. But then when we had to take, placement tests, they found out I was not retarded. And they forced me back into normal classes. But yeah, no, I just had a lot of social anxiety, so I did not like going to school, being around that many people at once. Often I would get sick before school or get migraines and throw up thinking about having to be around all those people. I have learned how to deal with that. Well, first I dealt with it by just drinking a lot of alcohol and always being drunk. But now I'm closing in. I think we just hit 3 years sober. So yeah, things are just great. Like, I wake up every day and I've been super happy and not really realizing it, but this is the first time in a long time I can say I'm not depressed. I'm just really happy. I wish I could have a beer or two with my buddies. I don't, I'm not one of those sober people that are like, you shouldn't drink. I just know I can't drink because I can't just enjoy one beer. One beer will turn into a week-long bender. I'm a wild man. I'm a party boy. But that's enough of getting caught up with life. Hope you all have been doing awesome. I miss talking to you guys. I miss doing these videos. I just don't have a lot of time right now. So I've been kind of having to prioritize what to do. Oh, also, I've started reorganizing my comic book collection. I had it all just in alphabetical order, and now we are going to do, so like by DC, the Indies, Ghost Machine, Something's Killing the Children, and Marvel. They're all going to be in their own little section. I think it's easier to find stuff that way. Boy, I feel like I'm rambling a lot, but there's been so much going on. I've also decided I'm going to try to collect every single cover that Something is Killing the Children has ever had. I love that book. That book is what got me way back into being a comic fan. But, all right, let's go. Uh-oh, we might have a run-in. Here comes Riley. Hey, get up here, little girl. Get up here, little girl. Come on. Hey. Oh, that's right. Get a running start. Here's Riley. Here's Riley. She misses the big screen. She misses the big screen. Oh, here comes Molly. Oh, so much love. So much love. But, yeah, let's get into opening all these boxes. I don't remember everything I've bought. Like, this is just kind of stacked up over the last 2 weeks. And I was saving them so I could open them with you guys. Let's get into the first one. I might take my microphone down and put it on my neck here. Hold on. Ooh, this is going to do a lot of... There's going to be a lot of editing to do with all this rambling and nonsense and puppy dog run-ins. Come on. Hello, Molly. Hello, Molly. Yes. All right. Box 1. What could it be? Ooh, we don't want to show our address. Not... I could totally show my address, and it wouldn't affect anything. I've talked to most of the 30 of you that watch these videos, and you don't seem crazy. I'm the crazy one. All right. This is like Christmas. Oh, man. So, we're off to a good start. He did bag and board these. One of my biggest... It'll get you a 0 so fast on my review on eBay if you don't have the decency to bag and board them. I'm paying a good amount. Like, if you buy something off eBay, you're usually paying probably more than what it's worth because of shipping and you know, you're just paying more. But okay, let's see. What do we got here? Ooh, baby. All right, been waiting for this. This is going immediately on the wall because I have a whole Ghost Machine comic book wall going on right now. But we got Junkyard Joe. Issue 1. Issue 2. Man, we did a lot of tape on this. Buddy. Every comic doesn't need to be taped together. All right. 2's behind that. 4. 5. And 6. I have not read Junkyard Joe yet. I have read everything else in the Ghost Machine world. Absolutely love it. I think that is so much better than anything Marvel's doing. It's maybe the best universe right now, the unnamed universe of Redcoat Geiger. I don't think Rook is in that universe. Rook is just in the Ghost Machine umbrella. But I think it's Geiger, Redcoat, and what is that Fantastic Four version family they got? That's really good. And then you got Hyde Street, Sisterhood of something that is good. All right, so we got Junkyard Joe. Excited for that. Yeah, I need to read that. I might read that today, although, well, I'm all caught up with DC KO. Still loving KO. I don't know if you guys are still enjoying that or not, but I'm having a lot of fun reading that. I saw the boss battle book did not get very good reviews, but I thought that was a great comic. I wish we could have gotten more of Joker and Annabelle. That was incredible. What did we get? Is that up? Oh my God. Well, don't these guys know I'm opening these on the YouTube? But again, he did a great job. Oh, yes. The Deviant, issue 6 by James Tynion. This is a fantastic, I guess you would call it horror, serial killer book. It takes place during Christmas time, and I got to read the first 5, but my local comic shops didn't have issue 6, but I got every other one, so I will read that today and maybe get all caught up with Deviant. I think it's just a 10 book run, or series, whatever you want to call it, but very good. After reading, so my buddy loaned me a trade paper of Something's Killing the Children about 2 years ago, and I read it and thought it was amazing. And then I had randomly gone to my comic shop and said that had kind of got me back into it, and he told me to check out Deviant. And that was kind of the first time, like, it's wild. I've been reading comics for so long, but I never really followed writers. I followed characters. But after reading that, I was like, holy shit, I need to find out more about Tynion. And then it turned out I was reading the Batman run at the time that he had done, and Justice League Dark that he had done. And I was like, I got to get everything by James Tynion. And yeah, everything he does is incredible. The Department of Truth, Exquisite Corpses, The Invisible Man. I think he did. Did he do Dracula also? But Tynion has done a ton of stuff, and I love it all. I think he's a fantastic writer. I would put him up against even people who write novels as far as good writing, which is wild because my favorite, or one of my top 3-4 favorite authors for like novels and long form books is Joe Hill. And James Tynion reminds me so much of Joe Hill, who, if you don't know who Joe Hill is, he's Stephen King's son. But he wrote under the name Joe Hill because he wanted to make sure he was getting these book deals based on merit and not because he is Stephen King's son. And I actually think Joe Hill is a better writer than his father. He wrote Lock and Key, Nosferatu. What else did he write? Heart-Shaped Box, which is my favorite horror book I've ever read. Yeah, I really, really like Joe Hill. He does suspense so good. You like read his stuff and it's like panic-inducing, just the way he sets everything up. Highly recommend you checking out Joe Hill, though, if you have never read him and are just looking for something fun. He also is the one who wrote Black Phone, which is wild that they have done 2 movies off that when I think it was in a novella. It's just a little like 10-page story. It was really, really good. The story was really cool, but it's just wild that they can make 2 movies. Although the second movie, I did have a lot of fun watching the Black Phone 2, but they just totally turned him into Freddy Krueger, which was cool. It was a fun movie. I had fun watching it, but it was like, whoa, this is wild. All right. Bloodland. I believe this is the variant. If you have not read this, I read this last week. I had bought it, I think it came out 2 or 3 weeks ago. And Dan at the comic shop kept telling me, like, hey man, have you read Bloodland yet? And I was like, no, I haven't got to read that yet. But I finally read it, and I immediately texted my buddy John, who is like one of my best friends and my best friend in comic collecting. And I was like, dude, you got to read this now. That is wild how violent that book is. It starts in a hospital. This lady wakes up and she doesn't know what's going on, but appears as though vampires are kind of taken over and humans and vampires are supposed to be coexisting, but there's these bad vampires that, like, there's a hospital scene where a baby gets just destroyed, and it was crazy. But yeah, I loved that book. I cannot wait till issue 2. I liked that book so much, I immediately jumped online and bought issue 1 and all of the variants for it because I just liked it that much. All right, now we got something from Chill Comics. I don't know if that shows up, but let's see what we bought from Chill Comics. We'll save that. I like keeping these little cards. Oh, baby. Like I said, I'm in the process of buying every Something is Killing the Children book. There we go. That was one of my first purchases when I decided to start getting into this. Issue 21. I love these Something is Killing the Children covers. I'm going to be buying issue 1 and hopefully soon because I want it before the show comes out or the movie comes out. But I absolutely love this comic. If you haven't read Something's Killing the Children, highly recommend you check it out, by James Tynion. It's still going on. They've had a couple spin-offs, or not spin-offs, I don't know what you call it. But there's House of Slaughter, House of Butcher. Just love it, though. About monster hunters. Oh, another thing from Chill Comics. Buddy, I hope you did me a solid and didn't charge me for all the shipping. So we got multiple boxes here. That's probably my fault. I usually just kind of bid. I don't ever look at the people's stores. Oh, sweet. Let's see here. So we bought The Blackest Night full run. 1 through 10. One of my favorite DC stories ever. Brightest Day or Whitest Night, whatever it was. Not so great. But Blackest Night is really, really a fun DC. All the superheroes get killed. They come back. The Black Ring is first brought out. Oh, is that just 1 through 8? Yeah, 1 through 8. But yeah, Blackest Night. Awesome DC story. Green Lantern is fighting his superhero friends. The other superheroes, I believe this is the one where they get to take on the rings also. Lex Luthor gets a ring. It's awesome. Plastic Man in that is a brutal. He comes back as a zombie and is very villainous. All right, on to the next. Sure. Oh my God. All right, again, this person did great packing. I bought a lot, like not a lot of comics. It's still not working. I bought a auction or whatever that was a like 20 or so books, and I spent a lot of money on it. It was Rook Exodus 1 through 6, Redcoat 1 through 6, Geiger 1 through 6, and something else of the Ghost Machine. And the guy did not bag and board anything, and just stuck them together in between 2 things of cardboard. And I was so mad when I got that package because I don't want to tell you what I spent because I know I overpaid for it, because there's a big hype on those guys right now because they are the Ghost Machine universe got signed on basically, and they're going to make a movie and TV show out of everything. That's not why I'm buying it. I buy stuff, I don't resell. Like, that's not, I've had to sell my comic collection a few times, but I don't want to do that. I like having the books. I'm a collector. But right now, Redcoat definitely, like, it's hard to get a good price on any of his like first 5 comics. Same with Geiger, Rook. It was over $100. It was closer to like 2. And yeah, I was so bad. That guy got a 1 star and I left a nasty review. All right. Transformers, number 1. First printing. Love this. So I was reading Transformers. I read up to like the first 10 of that in G.I. Joe, but I had to stop because at the time I was working at UPS and not making very much money. So I had to be more selective with what comics I was buying and reading at the time, which is fine. I guess you'd say I was only reading the stuff I really loved at the time, but I really did like the Energon universe. So I have gotten back into that, and I realized that the Transformers I had was like the 10th printing. Because when I went into first check out Transformers, I had heard so much about it, but it had already been out for a while, that and G.I. Joe, so I didn't actually have the first printing of Transformers. But I really liked it. I have not read the Kirkman stuff yet, so I'm excited to do that. Robert Kirkman is another fantastic writer out right now. Everything he does is good. So yes, I am excited to work my way up to that, but I'm not just going to read it without knowing what's going on in the whole universe. I did buy, what is it, Void Rivals. I've heard amazing things about Void Rivals. Haven't read it yet, so I had to make a purchase online. I didn't have to. I have impulse issues. Probably why I was a big drinker. Ooh. I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is. I hope this microphone's working. There's no way I'm refilming this. I'll just have AI chat. Make me sound cool. Yes, baby. All right. We have a big Something is Killing the Children lot here. This is a variant. I can't remember who this is that did this art. This is the Slaughter pack. So we got that one. It's 1 through 15, I believe. And it's all this type of art. I will... Whoop! Jeez. I will be putting this on the wall. I've got a nice spot already picked out to put all my Something is Killing the Children displayed neatly. So when the babes come over, they're like, whoa, look at this guy. Look at this 40-year-old with comic books covering his walls. I hope he offers to marry me. What is this? Why do we got... Oh, this isn't a book. This is just some kind of advertisement. Cool. And then we got that one. Love that art. Really thought those were cool when I saw those on eBay. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. We can afford it. But yeah, like I said, I know I buy a lot. This isn't to show off or make anyone feel bad if you can't afford to do this. I don't drink or smoke or have frivolous things. I just buy comics and read a lot. That's just my hobby. That's what I like to do. Holy shit, when did I buy this? I didn't buy that. I think this person might have sent me something on accident, or he sent me a gift. That's badass, though. The Book of Slaughter. I'm going to have to check. I don't remember buying this. Yes, nice hardcover. Wowzers. That is sick. I am excited about that. I don't know. I'm going to have to check if I actually bought that or not. That's cool, though. I really like that. If I didn't buy it, I'll contact the guy and make sure he's paid for it. Because I was looking at that online, but Oh, that is sweet. Oh, yes, baby. All right. So this one is cool. I will have to post a picture near this to show you what it is, but this is a connecting cover foil variant of Something's Killing the Children, I think 1 through 5. And this makes the coolest picture. Oh man, I am excited about that. Really happy. But yeah, like we were talking, if you can't afford a ton of books, hey, no big deal. You just wait till you can. You work, you figure out, like when I'm at work, when I was at UPS the whole time, I would just be thinking, like, how the heck can I make more money because I want more comics? And also when I'm at work, I'm just thinking about, like, because it's a hard job. I'm out in the cold all day and dirty. It's just like, whoa, I'm going to get to buy some cool shit because of what I'm doing right now. And, but yeah, at UPS, it was like 2 years of kind of grinding and not making a lot of money, waiting for something to come up that I could do to make more money. I was actually really close to being a driver, but I just hated UPS. I don't like the Teamsters. I am a union worker, and I'm with a current union, the IBEW, yes, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and I love them. They are so much better than the Teamsters. Teamsters' philosophy is, like, don't work. If you have any kind of seniority, those guys just stand around saying, I got seniority, I've paid my dues. And so nobody does shit. It's just the person on the very bottom end of the ladder who has to do all the work, while all these fat dickheads stand around talking about how they've paid their dues. And most of the time they haven't paid their dues. They paid union dues. They didn't actually do any kind of real work to, like, earn any kind of respect or anything. So, yeah. You know, you see all these things about UPS drivers being overworked and shit. That's not true. They could get their job done so much faster, and it's not a hard job, but they milk the shit out of the clock. So, like, a shift that should take them like 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, they'll milk that and turn that into a 9-hour day because of how much they get paid for overtime. So don't be out there like, oh, I need to give them snacks and treats when they get to my house. They're overpaid. They can afford their own snacks and treats. And they're not hardworking people. They're just not. Like, for them to be making 6 figures a year, that's outrageous. To walk a package to a door. Goodness. Now, I know several drivers. I like them. I'm friends with them. And they do have some work ethic. But yeah, it's just the whole Teamsters philosophy just seems to be, who can we take advantage of? And how can I get out of work? So enough about that. We got some more Something is Killing the Children. The mask set. Very cool. Ooh, the dragon. That was a weird little rant about unions. But yeah, my union right now, like, if you don't pull your weight, you'll get fired. Like, you'll be just released. Like, they don't want people there who aren't going to get their job done, who aren't going to bust their ass. Since I've been there, multiple people have been fired. It's just the way it is. Like, you work hard, pull your weight, or go home and collect unemployment. Kill Train, issue 3. I have issue 1, 2, 4, and 5. Excited to finish reading this. This is a very fun, in this world, there's overpopulation. So the way they solve overpopulation is, like, you have the odds of getting on a kill train if you take public transportation. And if you get on the kill train, everyone gets murdered on that train. I think it's like a 1 in 10,000 chance that you might end up on a kill train, and you know you're on a kill train because the door's shut, and you'll go flying right past your stop, and all of a sudden the lights will go red, and they tell people that they just gas them, and they die painlessly. But actually they aren't doing that because it's cheaper for them to just kind of let all these serial killers and crazy people onto the train who kill everybody in horrific, brutal ways. And our main character in that finds herself on a kill train. She was running late for something, and she was like, I do not want to take a train. I have bad luck. I know I'll end up on it. And her friend was like, no, it's fine. Like, you know, I don't even believe they actually exist. And yes, they find their way onto a kill train. Now, what is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the back of the book. That explains why I don't know what it is. Boy, I hope this audio is working. And I hope it's recording. Oh, whoa. That was a terrifying thought. All right, so this guy has shoved... What do we got here? This guy has shoved 2 books into a... So I'm not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. Oh, okay. This is 3 copies of issue 1 of American Caper. I bought multiples because I wasn't sure if my buddy John had an issue, and I did not have the A cover. I had a variant cover. I'm trying to just buy A covers. Unless some really cool covers come out, then I'll buy those too. Like the boss battle, I bought every cover of that. Yeah, again, I don't know. Did you guys read Boss Battle? What'd you think of it? I thought that it needed more than 1 book. I thought it could have been done a little more. I felt like it was rushed, but I also thought it was just really, really a fun book. I mean, Joker with Annabelle from The Conjuring was amazing. When he walked into that house and just sees her sitting there, and all of a sudden it's just Joker arguing with this freaking clown. Not clown, doll. All right, we got Canary by Scott Snyder? Yes. Or is it Zack Snyder? I've heard this is awesome. I got it for super cheap. You all know Snyder is writing like the most popular book ever, Absolute Batman, which save your money, guys. Do not get tricked into paying a shit ton for an Absolute Batman #1 or any of those. They are printing so many titles of those. The price will come back down to earth here in a few weeks, few months, or maybe a few years. But those books will come back down. It'll hold its value. It's a very popular book, but I mean, there is hundreds of thousands of those books out there. And speculators are out here ruining everything, as they do. Or not speculators, really. What are those dickheads called? That go and buy shit. The resellers, they're doing it with like Pokemon cards and shit too. Scalpers. Scalpers suck. So they're out there. There's a scalper that goes to my comic shop. And I've been in there when he's in there trying to buy shit. And I will buy all of whatever he is interested in buying just so he can't have it and he can't resell it. And then I'll just give my copies to people who actually want to read the book and are true fans. I hate scalpers, so I'd rather lose money than them make money. Oh, we've already bought this once. But this is a run of World Tree, another James Tynion. We got 1 through 14 or whatever. Math, whatever. Yes. World Tree is very, very cool. It's a very dark kind of mystery. Guess you could call it horror, like killer slasher book. But it's been a while since I read it. I stopped reading it because I was reading so much stuff. But I need to get back on this And I need to start reading The Department of Truth again, because both amazing. Department of Truth is another Tynion book where in this world, like every single conspiracy theory you can think of exists, like the earth is flat, Bigfoot and Elvis are friends, like every crazy one is real. Like they even touch on like the dark conspiracy theories, you know, like about those school shootings not being real and the kids not actually being killed. Those ones are wild. Those people suck. But yeah, so this department has to kind of, their job's sort of like to make the conspiracies get out there so people just say there's no way that's real, and they kind of make these people look crazy who are saying this, that like they saw stuff. All right, this one is packed really, really well. He took all the tape, made a little fold on it so I can just rip it right off. Awesome job, man. You're getting a 5-star. What do we got here? Ooh, yes. The Nice House on the Lake. Another James Tynion. We got the full run here. This is awesome. This story is awesome. I've read this whole thing. This is DC Black Label, which I think this book is coming back in Vertigo. DC Vertigo's coming back, which I'm super pumped about. I did buy the... Did I get Nice House by the Sea or Nice House by the Lake? Whoa, wow. But by Tynion, the world's ending and these people don't really know it, but they all get invited to this house, and the house is safe from the alien invasion. This person they think is a friend is actually an alien, and he liked them, and he's giving them the opportunity to live in this house where they never have to worry about food, beer, cigarettes. Everything's there. Everything's taken care of. But they're at this house kind of watching the rest of the world get completely killed. And so that obviously causes some issues because their loved ones are out there. But all right, I don't know how much editing I really want to do on this video. I kind of want to clean up this box mess now and get to inventorying my comics. But yeah, this was a ton of fun. I'm super excited about everything I just got. Super grateful that I'm in the position I'm in. But I got to work even harder so I can really start stepping up. I've been buying a lot of key issues. I told myself I was going to stay off eBay for a little bit, but I've made my way on to Whatnot now. So next week we should have a big Whatnot opening. But what are you guys reading right now? I've read a few Marvel books. Marvel looks like they're headed in the right direction. I enjoyed Rogue. I enjoyed Psylocke. The Inglorious X-Force I thought was really cool. What else? Captain America's been great. I've been enjoying Punisher. Nova Centurion is something I'm really enjoying. But yeah, Marvel looks like... Oh my God, Iron Man. Holy smokes, was Iron Man good or what? That was awesome. I've never liked Iron Man as a comic book character. I really loved the movies. But if you haven't read the Iron Man comic, it's worth getting. It's amazing. But yeah, so we got a big day. It's still early. I'm going to edit this, throw it up on the YouTube. And yeah, let me know what you guys are reading. What have you guys been up to? Let's get back going in the comment section. But yeah, we'll talk later.